Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, April 24th, 2019. We've got another great week of comics coming out. And there's just so much good stuff right now coming out now and down the road. Man, oh man, what a good time to be collecting. If you're new getting back into collecting, or you've been away and you're coming back, or you're brand new, boy, did you pick a good time to get into. There is so much good stuff coming out right now. We'll get into that, what I'm looking at this week, my covers and my picks in a second. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and send me comments. And just so you're all aware, I know I've said it a few times, but I am on Instagram. And I do answer people pretty quickly on Instagram. I usually have my phone with me all the time. A lot quicker than I do on YouTube. But if you are going to subscribe to me on YouTube, or on Instagram, I should say, make sure there is a guy. I'm Jim Comics. That's my name. Jim as my first name, and Comics is my last name. And I have a Cosmic Ghost Rider logo on Instagram. And there's a link to my YouTube channel in the bio, so you know you got the right guy. Because there is a guy, of course, created a channel called Jim's Comics. And he's like, oh, I'm a collector and info and news, and that's not me. So, and there's a picture of his face. That ain't me. If you can see the Cosmic Ghost Rider symbol, that's me. So anyways, if you want to, I get back to people pretty quick when they answer me on there. If you got any questions or anything, send me a question. So remember, I'm a collector. I don't sell books. I've said it many times. I don't have an eBay store or any of that kind of stuff. You're getting an honest opinion from a collector. And what I think, if I like something, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. Like Tom King's Batman, I don't like it. Anyways, I've said that a few times, man, I don't like it right now. I used to like it, but if it gets better again, I'll buy it again. But anyways, we'll get into that in a second. My comic shop shout out this week, I haven't done one for the last few videos. It's Rick's Comic City in Nashville, Tennessee. It looks like a really cool store. It looks like a big store, actually. He looks like he's got a ton of back issue bins and CGC stuff and everything else there, so it looks really cool. Man, I so got to go on a comic road trip one of these days. But anyways, that's Rick's Comic City in Nashville, Tennessee. They are my shout out this week. There's address and phone number, everything down in the comments below, like there usually is for a shop. So if you're in the area, stop by, say hello, set up a pull list. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. So yeah, they're my shout out this week, Rick's Comic City. So real quick, I got to talk about Justice League 20. So I was watching Comic Tom and Russ last night with their weekly top 10 hot books and everything. And Russ was talking about Justice League, these connecting covers. And I bought my shop had all three. But I guess he was saying that some shops were shorted either the left variant or the right variant. So a lot of shops weren't getting the full set. So if you're able to get all three, the price is really heated up on these, which I didn't realize until Russ mentioned it. I went and looked. I'm like, holy crap, their price is getting pretty steep on these. And it's a really good issue. I talked about it in my weekly haul video, because this actually goes into Perpetua and creating the 6 multiverse and everything. And it's funny with all the Naomi spec and everything else. And I pulled this out and I set it up. I'm like, holy crap! Take a look at the logo on that guy's chest. Isn't that funny? I didn't notice that at all until I pulled it out tonight, because, of course, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't know about that symbol when this book came out. So when I pulled it out now, I'm like, holy crap, that's the symbol from her chest. So is it, I mean, I don't know. I honestly, I know there's been a lot of spec with Naomi and everything going around and whatever. I mean, I love the spec in books, but I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where this Naomi is going. I really don't. But it would be kind of interesting with Perpetua coming onto the scene and being this big new supervillain. They're going to need somebody to counter that. And wouldn't it be funny if Naomi was created in the 6th multiverse and whoever brought her to Earth was actually trying to help her escape from Perpetua and being locked inside the source wall and all that kind of stuff. And who knows, maybe she's the hero that's going to save the day, and her powers can defeat Perpetua. I don't know. We'll find out, but that would be pretty cool. But it's because it's kind of funny that the symbol on that guy's chest is from the 6th multiverse, which Perpetua created. So I just noticed that when I set these books up tonight. But yeah, anyways, getting back to these books, if you got them, hang on to them. I put them in Mylar once I found out how they're like in Canada. They're like $60-$70 for those 3 books. So, and it's a wicked looking cover. I love that cover. Anyways, we'll get into my books this week. From Independence, from Aftershock, Dark Red #2 is out. I really like the first one. Kind of the vampire story, just the one cover, which is kind of cool. But also this week, there's a second print of #1, which I don't have an image for, but look for that when you're in your shop if that's something you're interested in. From Image, a few good ones from them. You got Spawn 296. 3 covers for Spawn as usual. You're going to have your trade dress from Atina, your Virgin from Atina, and then most likely your black and white. I don't have images for the black, or no, do I have? Anyways, you'll see it on the screen, whatever I have. But anyways, there's 3 covers for that. This one apparently is a history of Spawn, and I kind of have an anyways, I kind of have an idea what's going to be in 298 and 299. Wow, do not wait for 300. Make sure you pick up all the issues from now up to 300. There's some really good stuff coming. That's all I'm going to tell you. Really good stuff in there. New characters, everything. So pay attention to Spawn. Also from Image, you got Die #2, 4th print out this week for all you Die fans. And Die #3, 3rd print out this week as well. So you got 2 multiple printings from Die. And just an interesting side note, Forbes magazine actually did an article on Die, the comic. So it's gone mainstream now. How long do you think before that's optioned and made into a movie? The writing is on the wall with that one. And when a comic book goes mainstream and Forbes magazine is writing about it, yeah, you know that one's getting picked up soon. So if you've got those books, hang on to them because they're going to go even higher, most likely. That's it from Image. Impact Theory, Neon Future #2. I like the first one, so I'm going to pick up #2 as long as my shop brought it in. There's 3 covers for it. I think there was 3 for the first one. I only grabbed 1. I'm just going to grab cover A because I like the story, so I'm going to keep going with that. Mad Cave got Honor and Curse #3, just the 1 cover out this week. It's been a pretty good story so far, so I can definitely pick that one up. And from Scout Comics, they got Electric Black #1. Now this looks pretty interesting. It's kind of a horror-based story, and it's about an antique shop. And I guess people that enter, they buy something, and then through whatever they buy or whatever they kind of the story's based around. It's kind of got an Ice Cream Man, Tales from the Crypt kind of feel to it, where I guess instead of the guy driving around the ice cream truck like an Ice Cream Man, it's going to be the antique store where everybody goes in and there's a story. So that kind of, to me, that's what it sounds like. So it sounds pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to pick that one up. Source Point Press got one from them. Achilles Inc. #1. This one looks pretty cool. It's I guess a small portion of the population gained a bunch of powers instantly. And instead of using them for good, of course, they used them to get for personal gain and power and everything. And everybody else is pissed off at them, and they've taken all the money and everything else. So, basically become the elite, kind of like, well, anyways. And so there's a small group called Ransom and Achilles Inc. that are going to fight back, I guess. So it looks pretty good. I'm definitely going to try and get that one. So that is it for my independents. From DC, got Action Comics 1010. I'm really liking Action Comics. Bendis is writing it, as you all know, and I'm pretty sure there's a tie between Action Comics, there obviously is, and Naomi and whatever's going on. This Event Leviathan storyline coming later in the summer. So that looks really good. 2 covers for that one. Batgirl 34. I'm only mentioning cover B because it's a Middleton cover. I'm not buying it, but I know there's a lot of Middleton fans out there. And it's a nice looking cover, so if that's something you're interested in, that's out this week. Batman Beyond 31. I mentioned this one a few months ago. It was one of my down the road books. There's 2 covers for it, and there's a new character called The Split showing up in this. So he looks, I believe it's a he anyways. Sounds pretty cool, so I'm definitely picking that up. Detective Comics 1002. You got 2 covers for that one, and I'm guessing this one you are going to get your first full appearance of Arkham Knight. Last issue we didn't. We kind of got just some brief little cameos of him throughout the book and then 1 image on the last page. So this should be your full appearance throughout the whole book. I'm liking the story, so I'm going to keep going with that one. Justice League Dark #10, 2 covers. Boy, some of these B covers, like the B cover for this is, I could draw better than that, grade 5. But anyways, that was terrible. But I'm only getting cover A, obviously, so I don't like that one. But I'm going to get, I like Justice League Dark, and I'm still waiting for the Upside Down Man showed up, and then we haven't seen him for quite a while, so I'm hoping he comes back at some point. Silencer #16, only the 1 cover, And it's kind of a continuation of that storyline with Smoke, and I really like that character, so I'm going to definitely pick that one up. Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man number 20, 3 covers for that one. As usual, I'm only buying just the one copy of cover A because I'm not a big fan of the writing with Spider-Man right now, but I love Spider-Man, so I'm definitely going to pick it up. Avengers number 18, you got 3 covers for that one. And it looks like Squadron Supreme of America is going to have kind of a big role to play in this issue. They showed up back in, what issue was that? Damn it, I wrote it down. I can't remember. Avengers number 10, which I believe was the 700th issue. They were introduced by Agent Coulson to General Ross. So the originals, they've been around. Squadron Supreme has been around for quite a long time, but it sounds like these are actually new. A lot of the characters that are in there have been around, but I don't know if the people are new in the costumes or if they're actually the same guys or whatever. But anyways, they're going to be in this issue, so I'm going to grab that for sure. Always had Avengers on my pull list. And it'll be interesting to see if that young girl, that Jae-yoon, that showed up at the end of what the hell am I trying to say? War Scrolls number 2. She was transported to the Avengers headquarters by Doctor Strange. So it'll be interesting to see if she shows up in this issue and it's a continuation. You kind of get glimpses of her going forward. So I'm going to definitely check that one out. Hulk Marines number 3, you got 2 covers for that one. This is the conclusion of this 3-part miniseries, so I bought the first 2, so I got to finish it off. Thanos Volume 3 is launched this week. So there's a ton of covers for it. You pick what you like. I'm definitely picking it up because I love Thanos, and hopefully it's a good, the writing is good and everything. We'll find out, obviously, but like I say, I love Thanos, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. Venom number 13 is out this week, and this is one you really want to get. There's a really good article on Comics Heating Up about this one. It sounds like Eddie Brock meets a witch, and then he's given a crystal or something, and then from that he creates a new symbiote. So it sounds like there may be a whole new symbiote showing up in Venom 13, so make sure you pick up Venom 13. I was kind of, because it's a War of the Realms tie, and I'm like, I'll just grab one, but I think I'm going to grab a few just because if there's a new symbiote that shows up in there, that's definitely something I want, so definitely grab that. Now, Star Wars Dr. Aphra, I bought a few. I don't give Star Wars a lot of love, but I bought a few issues, especially that Boba Fett cover that was out a while ago. Usually it's usually because it's a great cover. There's 2 covers for this one, but cover B oh man, I love that cover. It's Darth Vader, his greatest movie moments, and is basically the scene from the original episode 4 from 1977 when he boards the Rebel ship right at the beginning of the movie. It's the first time you see him, and man, that's just an iconic moment. And I love that cover, so I'm definitely picking that cover up. Well, at least I hope my shop gets it, and that's a really nice one. And then lastly, for Marvel, you got a ton of Immortal Hulk reprints out this week. The big one is number 16, so you've got the second print of the 1 for 25, along with the regular cover of number 16. I don't like the regular reprint too much because it's just got that, basically I'm Joe on the front. I don't like it that much. But the 1 for 25, I did pre-order one quite a while ago, so I got a really good price on it. Whether or not that's something you want, I don't know. But as a collector, I want it. And then there's third prints for 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 all out this week too. So if those are something you're interested in, grab some of those. And that's it for my books this week, folks. As far as covers, like I said, I had a tough time this week. There's only really 3 covers I like. Batgirl 34, that Middleton cover. That is a nice cover. Fantastic Four number 9. There's a retailer incentive Sienkiewicz cover. Boy, that's a really nice cover. I like that one. And then the Star Wars Dr. Aphra 31, which I just mentioned, that Darth Vader Greatest Movie Moments cover. Boy, that's a nice cover. I like that one. Really like that one. So my picks this week, I've got Venom 13. I love Venom. Donny Cates is not writing this issue, but it looks like a new symbiote may be showing up, so that is definitely one I'm picking up. Star Wars Dr. Aphra 31, cover B. Again, that Darth Vader cover is just awesome. Immortal Hulk number 16, the 1 for 25. If you can get it for a good price, I recommend that one, but don't pay the stupid prices. If you can help it. I know sometimes you just can't help it. If it's a book you really want, you know, sometimes they're expensive, so what are you going to do? But and the funny thing is, because it's a second print, the one for 25 is going to be a lot lower number of those out there than the original first print one for 25, which really is why so many people are getting pissed off, because the second print may be a lot more valuable down the road than the first print, but we'll have to wait and see. The market always dictates. So anyways, Detective Comics 1002, because it looks like you're getting your first full appearance of the Arkham Knight. Batman Beyond 31, your first appearance of Split, new character, as well as those die reprints for number, what did I say that was? Number 2, fourth print, and number 3, third print. So those are some books to look out for. Now, I got a few books. Like these are, they're not technically spec books, but they're books I've talked about in the past. But I want to, they're kind of a reminder, because the John Wick. I showed my John Wick books the other day. Here's one of them from issue number 1. Great book. I picked these all up when they first came out. I recommended them because they are all canon for the movie. And the price on those sat. Basically, cover price kind of hovered between $5 and $10. And now it's exploded. And it's probably because the movie's coming out. But like I say, they're all canon for the movie. And Analog, this one was optioned pretty much exactly a year ago. So you got 2 copies. You got cover A and cover B, as well as the C2E2 variant. All of these are really good books. And the funny thing is, I just sat and watched the John Wick 3 trailer yesterday. And I was like, wow, that is a good trailer. And, you know, the director for John Wick 2 and the new movie number 3 coming out is the guy who's going to be directing Analog. And he is really good friends with Keanu Reeves. And the rumor is that Keanu Reeves is going to be in this. And I could absolutely see him being in this movie. And it's going to be almost, well, I don't want to say a copycat of John Wick, but it's going to be that type of action, violence. And now is the time to buy these. If you don't have one of these, if you don't have this book, this is one you're going to want to get now, because the price has really cooled off on it. And because, you know, when it first came out and it was announced, the price jumped up to 20, you know, $15, $20, $25 range. And it's come way down. It's cooled off, and it is absolutely the time to buy it if you are interested in getting that book. Do not wait till a trailer drops, because as soon as a trailer drops or it's confirmed that Keanu is in it or they've started filming, the price will shoot up again. So just wanted to mention, because that looks like that's a good story, and boy, that's going to be a good movie when that comes out, especially with the director. And then I mentioned this one. I know you guys all know about this one too, Carnage Mind Bomb. This is one I talked about quite a while ago, and I said buy it now, and they all disappeared. But the reason I'm bringing this up again is, at the time, the reason I said to buy this was because Donny Cates said he had big plans for Carnage, and that he loves this book. And I just listened to an interview that he and Stegman did at C2E2, and I also, you know, read some stuff about it quite a while ago. And they both said that this Absolute Carnage that's coming out this summer it's not really based on this, but is very violent like this one. And it's funny that the cover for Absolute Carnage is got Carnage sitting on gravestones with a whole bunch of skulls, and he's actually drawn very similar to the way Kyle Hotz drew Carnage on the cover of this Carnage Mind Bomb. And this is a hard to find book. It was a very low print run. It was only $22,000. And the price is still pretty high on this one. So, because I've had people, you know, you got to have patience in this. If you're going to be a collector, you got to have patience, because you know, people were saying a month or two after they bought this, oh, should I sell it now because nothing's happening? You know, when Donny Cates says he has big plans, it doesn't mean it's going to happen in the next issue of Venom or the book a month later. Sometimes it takes a year or two down the road because he has plans. So I would hang on to it if you got it. But anyways, it's a really good book. If you do come across it and you can get it for a decent price, pick it up, because it is a really good one. And again, with Donny Cates, the last one I talk about, in that same interview with Absolute Carnage coming out, he talked about, he was asked a question, is Norman Osborn going to show up in Absolute Carnage? And he said yes. And then the next question was, are all the symbiotes going to show up? And he said yes. So that implies that the Red Goblin is going to show up, because we haven't seen the Red Goblin since the Spider-Man 800. We haven't seen him. It hasn't been anywhere. So books you're going to want to pick up are the whole run of Threat Level Red, 794 to 796 are really good books to get. If you don't have them, They are where Norman Osborn gets the Carnage symbiote. So you got 2 covers for $7.94, A and B, plus obviously there's second, third prints and everything, but just talking first prints tonight. You got $7.95, A and B, both really good books, and $7.96. These were all in the 50,000 print run range, so these are not high. It took people till $7.97, you know, for the shops to catch up to the fact that it was going to be a hot book, because people weren't cluing into it until a few issues in, and they're like, oh man, I got to go get those books. So $7.96 obviously is a good one. $7.97, not a whole lot happened in it. It's still a good book. I didn't grab one. $7.98 is your first full appearance of Red Goblin. You got cover A, and then I just shown the one for, I think it was a 200 or 100. What the heck was that? One for 100. Alex Ross cover. And then $7.99 was just a gorgeous Alex Ross cover, as well as the one for 50. But these books have really cooled off. So there again, they're books if you're something you need, or because once Donny Cates gets a hold of Red Goblin, holy shit, these are going to go explode again. So if these are books you want, pick them up while they've cooled off, and not a lot of people are looking at them, because it is absolutely the time for buying them. Buy low, sell high, the whole stock traded motto. Anyways, that's it this week, folks. Got some more good books coming out. Take care. Happy hunting. Bye for now.